To flow or not to flow with traffic? This is today's question. Hello and welcome to episode 49 of Throwing Your Parents Under the Bus. I'm Jane Ubel, and of course with me is veteran crash investigator and driver safety expert Mike Pehl. How you doing?
I'm good. Glad to be here.
Perfect. We're glad you're here too. And of course, our keeper of the student enrichments, Natasha Johnson. Today, we are grateful for one of our super supporters. That Natasha, I'm going to hand it over to you to introduce him and his question.
Yeah, I'm glad he asked this because I have the same question. This is a question from Charlie Abel in Hawaii. He has been a loyal follower for a number of years, and we always enjoy hearing from him. He says, I just watched your How to Get Out of a Speeding Ticket podcast, and I have a question that was not answered in the video. My 20-year-old son tells me that he read that it's safer to keep up with the flow of traffic than drive the speed limit. He's talking about a stretch of highway here with a posted limit of 35, and most cars in the flow of traffic are driving 45 to 50. So he drives 45 with them. Please comment on this in a future podcast. Charlie Abel.
From Hawaii. I love
From
it.
Hawaii. I'm jealous.
Way across the other side of the water. Charlie, I love Hawaii. Please invite me there. I'll come and do a lesson.
There we go.
I don't even know how much tickets are to Hawaii. I've been there a couple of times, but that was a long, long time ago. Anyway, let's talk about speeding. So, first of all, we do not get people out of speeding tickets, okay? We have some tips that might help um, you be a little more comfortable with the police officer out there when they come up to the car, and that's the whole thing. How cordial are you? You know, but the fact of the matter is, if you're speeding, you're speeding. So now it's between you and whoever. And by the way, if you are a police officer out there, thank you for your service. So the flow of traffic, hate that. Okay. And here's why. Me as a driving educator, um, I'm not going to tell you I don't speed. Okay. Because that would just be wrong. I'm not it would be wrong. Do I go
Totally
really
honest.
fast? Yeah. Do I go really fast? No. But if what you're talking about, the flow of traffic, if the speed limit's 30 and they're going 45, that's a little bit more out of the speed realm that I think you want to go. I am here to say, if you go to court and you get a ticket, the judge does not say the speed limit says 70, the speed limit says 30, but if everybody's going 45, it's okay. That is not how the law reads, okay? The law reads, you can be fined for driving a vehicle faster than the posted speed limit, period. Doesn't even go any farther than that. You can be fined for driving a vehicle faster than the posted speed limit. And if you go 20 miles an hour over that posted speed limit, it becomes a careless or a reckless driving ticket, which is the same as a DWI ticket on your insurance. It's huge.
Expensive.
It's huge. It haunts you for 7 years. You don't want to do that. So, um, here's the thing, man. I would not do that. Will I go 2, 3? My limit is 4 over. If and I hate people on my butt. I hate to be the lead car and the last car. And the day is going to come when people are going to complain about that 45 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. And they're going to line up about 10 cops there with the radar gun. And the first 10 cars are getting tickets. Boom. 1, 2, 3. And then they're going to do it another time. And then they're going to keep rotating that, and they're going to get them 10 at a time. So the reason I always say don't be in the first or the end, because if you are speeding in that flow of traffic, usually the first people get it and the last people get it if a cop comes up behind you. So it's hard. And I can't tell you to flow with traffic. because I am an educator of driving.
Well, as
So
my mom would say, if all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it, follow them?
very good.
So it's kind
So
of like, are you just following the leader and is that the correct
you-
thing to do? And
and I get it because now all of a sudden there's nobody in front of you, and you have this whole line of cars behind you, and you got the road ragers starting and everything. And you know what? If you're not in a hurry, and guess we're talking Oahu, that's a busy island, and there's busy parts of the U.S. towns um, that cars are, there's just people aren't respecting the speed limits anymore, and it's actually scary. It's scary because I don't want a new driver to go out there and jump in because they jump in with both feet, and it's 15 miles over the speed limit is a ticket. 10 miles over the speed limit is a ticket. You know, is 3 or 4 over a ticket? Probably not. You know, unless it's school zone, construction zone, residential, that's where they really get strict on tickets. So if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're going 3 over, it would definitely be a challengeable ticket in the court of law, I would say. So I don't know what else to say. Don't speed.
yeah. Well, like you say, if you get caught, it costs a lot of money now for a ticket. It
Yes.
just really does. And
So let's take it one step farther. Okay, let's say that we're going to go on a 1 hour trip and go 60 miles an hour in a 50-mile-an-hour zone. Okay. So we're going to be there in 1 hour going 60 miles an hour. All right. That's 10 miles over the speed limit because the speed limit's 50. Guess how much time you saved in that 1 hour? 10 minutes. If I paid you $3,000 to $5,000 to drive the speed limit for an hour, would you take the $3,000 to $5,000? And the answer is definitely I would. But see, that's what when you get the ticket, that is the increase of insurance over the next 3 to 5 years. It is getting so bad. Insurance ratings they know so much about us, people, that they can find your ticket that you got 20 years ago if they want to. They can't charge you for it, but they can qualify you for it. And that's what stinks about this whole thing is insurance has gotten to be a credit rating thing, just like a bank gives loans out. They have stages of it. Well, your credit score is 800. Well, your insurance score is down at 400. So we're going to charge you more money. It's just another fee. So you know what? Good, clean driving records with a good credit rating is going to get you the best insurance rate. And guess what? We're going to pay the rest of our life. As long as you have a vehicle, you're going to pay car insurance. So figure it out.
all right, well, very good. And of course, we
Mhm.
want to thank Charlie for giving us
Charlie.
that question so that we could kind of sort it out, which is good. So thanks for that, Mike. Thanks, Natasha, for that too. And of course, we want to thank you for watching, and we enjoy that you come. And if you have any questions or want to give us some reviews of what we do well and maybe what we don't do so well, maybe we don't need that part. But if you want to,
We don't want that part.
Really, how about just positive? Because
Yes.
we're very sensitive people here. But anyway, thank you for that. And we hope that you also spread the podcast to your friends and family. And you can go to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/drive safe, ride safe 1, the number, not the name. And we have, over 100, maybe 150 videos that will on any topics in regards to defensive driving. So, and if there isn't an answer there, you can email us at drivesaferidesafe@gmail.com and ask us to give you an answer or some sort of information on what you're asking. And of course, until next time, we want to thank you. And we always want to
Drive safe.
Ride safe.
.com.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.